Hi guys, I'm Emma Godfrey,
And I'm Becky Bowden.
and we're just going to talk to you today about something that keeps popping up to do with the word religion and something we're following, which is called Christianity. And we're just kind of going to talk to you about the differences between those, and yeah, hopefully you'll understand what we're trying to put across.
A lot of people do kind of say that, Christians are religious,
Mm.
and we're not religious in the slightest. In fact, Jesus, who is Lord of our lives, actually came to abolish religion.
He hated religion.
He hated religion, and it's because the Pharisees were religious. Not that we're going to go into that now.
No.
But Jesus came to get rid of religion because he knew that it doesn't work. You can never be good enough to get into heaven. In order to get into heaven, you have to be perfect. And so no amount of good works will get you into a perfect place.
If you know much about other world religions, you might know, they have to do certain things. They might have to go on a pilgrimage. They might have to eat certain foods. They might have to pray a certain amount of times a day, or meditate, or they might have to worship a statue or go to a temple, or they might have to do all these different things in order to tick the boxes that get them to their end, wherever they need to be at the end, heaven or paradise or enlightenment or whatever that is, the end goal.
But unfortunately, they don't actually know if they've ever done enough to actually get there. Christianity is the only way that you can be truly certain that you are going to heaven. Second, we accept Jesus Christ as Lord of our lives.
Yeah, and it's the only thing that offers total forgiveness. We are human beings. All human beings do good things, hopefully, and bad things. We all make good choices, bad choices, probably every day of our lives. And there is no such thing as a perfect human. There was only one, and he was God's son.
That was Jesus
Christ. And we are Christians, which means we follow Christ. We follow Jesus Christ, his life and his teachings.
And the reason that we can obviously get into heaven is because we've accepted Jesus Christ as Lord of our lives, and he sacrificed himself so that when God looks at us, he sees his son. Now, some people might say, oh, but she's a really good person, or he's a really good person, or that religion, that person's of that religion, but they're really, really nice people. They're really, really good people. But good works don't get you into a perfect place. And we're going to do a quick diagram just to show you that.
Yeah.
So here is a little diagram for you. This is Emma's life.
My life.
This basket represents her life, and I'm just going to ask her a few questions. Good food is going to mean good things, obviously, and bad food is going to mean bad things in her life, i.e. sin. So Emma, have you ever told a lie?
I have, yeah. I've told a few lies in my life.
Okay, so a Twix goes in a basket. Emma, have you ever been nice to somebody who hasn't really deserved it?
Yeah, I have. I've done that.
Okay, that's quite a hard thing to do. So for that, I'll give you a nice banana. Emma, have you ever taken anything that doesn't belong to you?
Oh, yes, I've done that. Yeah.
Okay, for that you get a trio going in a basket. Emma, have you ever? Let me think. Have you ever used God's name in vain?
Oh, yeah. I used to swear all the time in his name. Yeah.
Okay.
That's something I used to do.
So for that one, I might just give you 2 for that one. Right, so as you can see, you get the drift. There are good things going in. She's done another good thing. She was very nice to a homeless person. She was naughty. There are good things going in the basket. There are bad things going in the basket, okay? So no matter how good she is, there are still some of these bad things in there. By saying, oh, a good person will go to heaven, when she gets to God and it's kind of time for God to judge her, if you like, she will obviously have this basket of her whole life. And unfortunately, the only thing that can enter heaven is perfection. Well, there are a few bad things in here that you've done that haven't been accounted for. Therefore, I'm afraid you can't enter perfection. However, when you become a Christian, this is what happens. This happens when you accept Jesus. The second you accept Jesus Christ as Lord of your life, something happens. And when you get to heaven, that's what God sees. He sees his son, Jesus Christ. He sees perfection. Therefore, you can enter heaven. Regardless of the good works, regardless of the bad works, nothing else matters. Just his son. So that's why we wanted to try and explain to you that religion is different from Christianity. Christianity is God reaching down to man, and religion is man trying to work his way up to God, but it will never be good enough.
Yeah.
So,
I think what people don't understand a lot is that when you accept Jesus, you change as a person. You become more like him. The more you get to know him, you become more like him. So I don't lie as often, well, probably hardly ever as I used to lie. And I don't do these things that I used to do. Not because I know I can't, because I don't, because it's not natural for me to do that anymore. Because he lives in me, and he is, well, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
And we know we're always going to mess up. But that basket still stays the same throughout our whole lives. We don't have any of these things kind of going over Jesus. You know, once we've accepted Jesus, that is it, because we do want to be more like him. So we're not saying we don't mess up. We mess up all the time. But because we've received forgiveness, that's past, present, and future. So hopefully that's kind of giving you a bit more understanding of the difference between world religions and Christianity, and how there is only one way to God, and that is through Jesus Christ. So take care, guys, and we'll do another video for you soon.
Bye.
Bye.